Hello. Wow. Information and light has been streaming in since my live earlier, and I felt so called to share it. So my last live, I talked about important things about being recognized as a light worker, but even more got shown to me after that. Like, we are freaking amazing. We're doing things that are hard, and nobody understands us. Nobody's aware of why we're doing it. We're just doing it because we have this feeling, this faith. Now, to add on to that, what I was shown is we need to be aware that this has never happened before. Never. Look at all the cultures that tried to ascend: Atlantis, Lemuria. There's hundreds more, and every single time humanity fell on its face. The darkness came in, things fell apart, the whole technology descended, and then we went into the darkness as a collective humanity, and then it stuck there for a long time. Do you know how big that is? That's the biggest and smartest minds of all of those cultures. I wouldn't say failed isn't the right word, but they crashed and burned. It did not ascend. The technology they created had flaws in it, or it was blocked, etc., etc. And those cultures disappeared like almost overnight. Now we're coming back and trying to do that same thing, but in a society of control, of technology, of programming, of stuff that is beyond madness. How much in this world is used? We're given a story. We're told this is how we're supposed to live. We have jobs, we have taxes, we have all these factors underneath that are keeping us literally enslaved into not present, not being ourselves, not other things. So I think it's really important for light workers. Like, I have struggled so much, and it's been so hard, and I thought there was something wrong with me, like I'm doing this wrong. I didn't have guidance. Everybody's quiet. Guess what? Can you imagine? What would your guides tell you if this has never happened before? It's not that they're living from their ascension. These factors, these variables, these things that are happening have never happened before. You are navigating some of the hardest, heaviest, deepest, darkest that many millions of human beings have failed before, and you're finding a way. Our only task as a light worker is to find a way to ascend ourselves. And it's all variable because everybody has different traumas, everybody has different programming, everybody has different religions and cultures and things that their parents had and epigenetic lineage shit, and we are finding the way for all of them. Like, I can't tell you how big you are as a being of light. And the reason you're not getting guidance, they don't have the freaking first idea, and they do not want to spoil it. They are watching us, trying to see how, like, I'm getting emotional, how humanity is going to ascend through you going through all this shit. And we feel like we're going sideways. We're feeling like we're getting drawn and quartered and pulled apart and dealing with every bit of fucking lineage, trauma, past, etc. that's going on. And it's real. I don't know how to describe this to people, but it's real. It is happening. The pain, the suffering, the whatever, the emotions you're feeling, all this stuff is being birthed forward from all these generations before. Look at how powerful you are. It may not be in your conscious awareness that you're doing something that's never happened before. And a lot of us are doing it alone. And we're feeling crazy because it doesn't align with anything we've ever been taught, any history we've ever discussed, anything that's ever been shared with us. That is how important your role is. And somehow you're getting through it. You have the full support of all of humanity, all of the world, whether you feel it or not, but you have that full support. And your role is to find that way. And certain people chose to find that way. Some aren't going to be able to find it. Some are trying their best, or some are suiciding out or dying of cancers and other things. But you're choosing to still be here because you know you're onto something. And that's so, so critical. Once you become aware that you're doing something far bigger than you, but it's got to be about you to start. You can't carry the weight for humanity. You can't ascend humanity. You can't do all this stuff. You are going to prove it's possible. And we're not waiting for somebody to pull the magic plug and ascend us. We are the ascenders, but for ourselves. And that means changing our reality, by bucking up against everything, maybe alienating our friends and family, but we are the changers. And you can feel it. You know, there's little pop-ups. People are talking about, oh, they get little moments of bliss, and then they come back and they're sitting in their collective shit, and it pulls them back down. No, let's ascend up. Let's show that it's possible. Be the light, be the thing that allows people to have hope. And then we're seated in all these different places around the world, and all those people that have hope are going to be able to follow alongside. And when they fall down, you're going to have a template. You carry a vibration of all the things that you've learned, all the shit you've worked through, all the collective shame you've cleaned up, all this kind of stuff. It's a vibration. You give it by talking to people, looking in their eyes, having a conversation like this. You see the light shining out of their eyes, their body, their face, and you sample it. Your body goes and says, ooh, is this good or is this bad? And it's a seed that's planted, and they can choose to follow that path and use that energy and know those truths based on your experience, or they can make their own. Everybody gets to do it, and they can choose it to be really hard and struggly, or they can go crazy. Neville, I see what you're writing, but all that stuff is wiped away. In my reality, that justice system is a pile of shit. The word justice is even fucked up. It's like sharing blame and getting retribution against people. All these things have to fall away. All they have to fall away. And there is no tax system, no government, no religions, no control systems, no laws, no anything, because that's the purification. That's the cleaning up. That's the releasing of all these systems of control that are holding people. How many people are illegally declared guilty because the law says they are, and parents and families and in divorce systems and shit and bosses that are controlling us and all this kind of shit. We're rising above all that. We no longer can be part of a system that crushes us. And we're the thought leaders. We're the people that are making the change. So what I want you to do is go inside and just realize how freaking big it is for you to get to this point, to have this awareness and to make a choice. And then to light it out to other people, talk to other people. You've shared it with your children. You shared it with your parents. They all think you're crazy or whatever. Well, one day something's going to happen, and either you're not going to be there, or you're just going to be shining and everything's happening perfect for you. And they're going to know there's something different about you. They know it already, but the step that they need to take from where they are to where you are is scary as shit. Look at this stuff. We're ascending a planet that has failed at ascension so many times, and we're part of it. We're in the middle of it. We're powerful. We're amazing. So sit down. Be aware of all this stuff, and be aware how much effort, how much work, how much you've had to run against the grain of the system, and give yourself a massive pat on the back. There's huge numbers of galactic beings staring down, looking at all this and saying, holy crap, look at how hard that was. Look at what this person did. More than likely, I'm just going to say this as well, for us to come here as light workers, maybe past ascended beings, etc., we came with balls and chains wrapped around every part of our body. We were given the hardest traumas, the parents that would ensure that we had programming and problems and all this kind of stuff. And we came anyway. We came and we worked through all that programming, all the shit that's going on, and rose above. That is freaking massive. And that's who you are. You know the things that you've gone through. Look at this now. And we're the beings that are showing the way. We're not perfect. Yeah, we got lots of flaws. Things are shitty sometimes, but we're doing it. And there's nothing to be said other than we're doing it. And it's amazing. And you should be proud of yourself. But realize how big this is. This has failed more times than we can possibly count, probably millions of years. And this didn't happen. Now it's guaranteed. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. You're doing it. And all that stuff that you hated and was awful was you going against something that has never been done before. That's pretty fucking huge. So love yourself. Sit with that. Let that percolate in and step into your power. Step into your self-love. Step into sharing this with other people, having conversations. Come to my thing. It's on Sunday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. We're going to do a StreamYard live and talk with Lightworkers and talk about all this kind of stuff and talk about people's experiences. This is what it's all about. Sharing it, getting it out there, talking about our experiences and showing people hope and showing people a way that's never been done before. And you're doing it. You're part of it. That's your purpose. You're amazing. Keep it up. I love you. Talk to you soon.